Hey guys, it is Thursday and welcome back. I'm glad you're here. So I'm going to show you real quickly before we start prayer what you're going to need to be prepared for today. I'm going to let you know we're going to have two videos because I'm going to do the second video of planting with you when I'm outside. It's a beautiful day today. It's supposed to be sunny all day long, so I'm really excited about that. So you'll have two videos. We are planting today. So you're going to be needing your planter, this little plastic piece, right? And then your dirt. And then bring these other seeds that I brought for you with you when we do that. But also you're going to be planting your bean plant as well. Okay, so for today, to be prepared for class, you'll need your dry erase board. You're going to need your excuse me, I need to be prepared for class. Your sheet that looks like this, it's called In a Small, Small Pond. That's our writing for today. Your math ditto. We're working on the words more and fewer. Yesterday we worked on fewer, which means smaller than, less than, and now we're working on the math word more. That will be our work today. And then for handwriting, we're going to do our lowercase letter sheet together. I'm going to talk you through it, and we'll do each letter together, just like we did the other day on the dry erase board, okay? So this month, this next couple of weeks, we're really going to be pushing a lot of handwriting. I know it's hard, but I want you guys to have this when you're going into kindergarten, okay? We will be doing the final uppercase review, working on uppercase letters a couple more times too. Okie dokie. So for today, those are the things you'll be needing. We will do our math sheet together, so definitely have that with your scissors, and we're going to be doing your handwriting page together. This one, I'm going to read you a story, and then you're going to brainstorm a picture and write on it later, okay? So now you know what we're doing for today. So let's go ahead and get started on our day. Let's start with prayer. Again, if you ever have special intentions, let me know. This is our National Prayer Day for our school. And Mrs. Farewell, Ellie has done a prayer for our class. And Mrs. Farewell will be sending it out to your parents through an email showing each one of you how each one of our classes has done a special prayer. And then we put all those prayers together to make even a bigger prayer. So I'm really excited. I haven't even seen that yet. So I'm waiting for Ms. Farewell to send that to me as well. So here we go. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Angel of God, my guardian dear, to whom God's love commits me here, ever this day be at my side, to light and guard, to rule and guide. Amen. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners now and at the hour of our death. Amen. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. I want to give you a compliment on your Hail Marys, by the way. I've been hearing great things about them. It is a prayer that you're going to be doing all the time in kindergarten. So, wow, look at you already getting ready for kindergarten. So good job. Okay, a quick calendar today. Today is May. And look, only 3 letters in May. Yeah. You can hear each sound. And I want to point that out to you as you're going to start learning how to spell, like with the word mom. You can hear each sound. And that's why Ms. Rash has been teaching you the letters with the sounds all year long. And May is a cool word. You can hear it. Yeah. May. Okay, today is May 7th, 2020. Go ahead and get out your weather chart if you would like and document a sunshine. I hope it's sunny there. I don't see any clouds in the sky. So go ahead and document your sun. I do want to show you that Ms. Rash has been signing in every day. So your weather, this week I gave you your weather on one side, and then I gave you your sign-in sheet on the other side. And I hope you have noticed I am going slow. I am on my line. The Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, today's Thursday. So please, if anything, we're really trying to stay on that line, okay? Keep practicing. So today we're not doing our letter sounds. I'm going to go ahead and switch over to our workstation. Get ready because we are going to sing and do our new song of counting by tens. And we're going to start writing our numbers. We're going to practice what I call our teen numbers today. So a little bit different with what we're writing on our writing board, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and turn you over this way so we can look at our hundreds chart. Next week, I'm actually giving you a hundreds chart, which is kind of cool. And you're going to be working on it. Okie dokie. So go ahead and make sure you have your dry erase board. We are going to do a little bit of practicing with that. Today, your number today, we're going to work with teen numbers. Your number today is 15. What does 15 look like? Can I find it on the hundreds chart? If it's a teen number, what do I know? I know it begins with a 1. I have told you teen numbers always begin with a 1. So here are the numbers that begin with 1. See, 1, 1, 1. So what is 15? So there's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 is one of the hardest numbers because it's not 15, it's 15. So you don't hear that last number like 16, 17, 18, right? You don't hear it. It's 15. It's not 15. So you really got to get your focus power on that one. So go ahead and make a 15 for me, please. How do you do that? A 1 and a 5. 1 and a 5. Your 5 is down with a big curve around and a line on top. Good job. So Ms. Rash is not making math sentences today. We're going to practice our numbers, writing our numbers and saying them from 10 to 20. So go ahead and erase your 15 really quickly. So we're going to be writing from numbers from 10 to 20. So 10, all the way through our teen numbers to 20. We're working on writing those teen numbers and still recognizing them, okay? So I would start on the upper corner of your dry erase board so you have space. Of course, if you need to erase as we go, if you need more space, okay? So how do you make a 10, you guys? You can probably just do that. Boom, boom, boom. 10 is what? Oops, excuse me. 1 and a 0. 10. What's after 10? Oh, 11. Not a 1. Or excuse me, 11, sorry, a 1 and a 1. Then, do you see how I'm putting space in between my numbers so I can read them really easily? If I just do them right next to each other, it's a little confusing. So like 10, 11, 12 is a 1 and a 2, 12. If you don't remember, sing your song around and then back, right? 13, a 1 and a 3, around the tree. That's the way we make a 3. 13, right? It's not 3-teen, it's 13, right? Next is 14, a 1 and a 4. 14, 14. Now we did our number of the day. 15, a 1 and a 5. Down, around, it's like a circle, flag on high. Then we have after 15, 16, a 1 and a 6. 16. 17, a 1 and a 7. Straight across and down. Make sure your line's going across this way or it will be backwards. 18, a 1 and an 8. Okay. Do not make 2 circles. You guys got this. Make a small curve like the letter C. Then whip it around. You got your S. Now just pull it back up. Okay? 18, 19, a 1 and a 9. And then our final one is 20, a 2 and a what? And a 0. Good job, 20. Let's go ahead and say these numbers to ourselves really quickly. If yours aren't up there, follow along with me. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good job. Okay, Ms. Rash is going to go ahead and erase hers board. let's go ahead, since we're already writing, get started on our writing page. Let's get our work done really quickly. So go ahead and get your handwriting page out. Okay, gang? You're going to do this in pencil. So if you have a pencil, grab it. So if you want to come back and fix something, if you felt frustrated, you can. Okay? Now, I'm telling you right now, Ms Rash is going to do hers in pen. And the reason why is so you can see it. And that you can see what I'm writing for you. Okay? We are going to start right here. This is the whole lowercase alphabet. We're going to just practice doing it again together. Again, this is very much kindergarten stuff, and I just want you to practice and get the hang of it, okay? So I'm actually going to bring mine down a little bit so I have a better place to write. So starting with the letter A, circle, and a line. A. Now we're going to B. Straight line down, back up and around. B. Next we have C. It's a curve. C. Uppercase and lowercase c look exactly the same. D. Straight line down, back up and around. Down, I trace back up and go around. D. Now we're doing the lowercase e. This one's tricky. You start here, you go out on that line, up and around. So you're starting on the straight line. You go out, up, and around. Okay? F, big curve, down, line across. G, you're starting with almost like a circle, like the letter O. So a circle, then whip it down like a fishing hook, I call it. This is one of the ones on our board here that would come down below, right? Below that foot line. And we'll talk about that later. Here's your letter H, straight line down, back up and around, down, come back up and curve it around. Here's your letter I, and you can see there's just a small dot on the top. Straight line down, dot. J, same thing. Down, down, down with the curve, dot. K, straight line down, diagonal line, diagonal line. L, it's not the number one, it's an L. Straight line down. M, down, back up, around, around, down, up, around, around. N is the same way, you guys. Just smaller, right? One curve. Down, back up, and around. Good. Here's your O, so easy for you. Circle. Now the letter P, you start with your straight line down, you lift, and you come up and you do a curve. This one here is the lowercase q, and it's tricky. We don't use it very often. And the P and the Q can sometimes get confusing. So this one is a circle down with a hook. Here's our lowercase r. It looks a lot different than the uppercase, right? Down, back up, and around. Here's our S. We just did that. So little curve, then a little curve the other way, right? The T reminds me of Jesus's cross. Straight line down, across. U is curvy, down, and then with a little tail. V, straight lines, zoop, zoop, down and up. Now the V and the W are really close. You just have to put another down and up on your W, right? So start at the top, go down, up, W. X is two diagonal lines, X. Y is almost like the X, but you got to be more precise. So a diagonal line, Then come back over here like you're making the letter V and then whip it through and pull it down a little bit farther, right? And then our Z across and down and across. Good job. Okie dokie, there's your handwriting piece for today. So we're going to do exactly what we did yesterday with your math. Now remember, guys, I'm showing you your work for the entire day. You can break this up if this is too much work to do all at one time, okay? So next year, you're going to have a math workbook. That's why I'm giving you these dittos. I want you to know that it's important to be able to do work and turn it into your teacher. A lot of times you'll do IXL too, which is your math on the computer. And that's important too. But both ways of math are very important to be doing. And so I want to make sure that we're getting used to doing dittos and doing our best work, right? So you guys already know this is the word name. You're going to go ahead and put your name on there. I always love it when you come back and do more coloring on your work. I've already cut off my flies. We're working with frogs today. We have a big frog and a little frog. I've cut my flies off. Now remember, I have not colored them. You can color them later. Right now, I want you to have your flies cut off, and we're going to do this part together because I'm teaching you a new math word, and that word is more. What does more mean? Because when you get into bigger math problems, you're going to hear what I call math words, not numbers, but words like bigger than, less than, more, fewer. All these are different types of math words. So today we're going to be focusing on the word more. Yesterday we talked about fewer, and we talked about how that's less than, right? Smaller. Today we're going to be working on more, which is bigger. Okay. Hope you have your flies ready. The big frog ate, what's that number? 5 flies. Wait a minute. I'm going to stop right now because I know that number. It's in my head. And I know they said big frog. It's not the little one. It is the big one. And he ate 5 flies. I'm doing it right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Scissors. I'm cutting him off. Now remember, yesterday I told you that I'm laying these. So if you're on your table, you should just lay your 5 frogs in that pile where the big guy is. Because right now we're doing research. We're getting information from our math story, right? So here's the big guy. He ate the 5. 5 flies. And the little frog over here ate 7 flies. The little guy ate 7. Okay. Here's the rest of mine. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, that's exact this time. Yesterday we had some we had to cut off, but today there's 7 I see. Okay. I'm going to put my 7 here. Now again, I want you guys to cut these out and glue them onto your paper, right? So right now, I've done the first part. I've given him his 5, and I gave the little guy his 7. The next question is, which frog ate more flies? Which frog ate more? Now, we've been talking about more is bigger, the bigger number. Which number is bigger, 5 or 7? Well, if we look even on the numbers chart right here, here's the number 5 and here's number 7. Which one's bigger? 7. You would rather have 7 pieces of candy than 5, or 7 basketballs instead of 5, right? So right now we know that the little guy had more. So over here, you can either do an arrow or you can write little frog. I'm going to let you brainstorm how you want to do that. But I'm going to write the word little. L-I-T-T-L-E. And then over here, you're going to make this into a math sentence, right? So how many did the big guy have? 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 plus 7 equals how many altogether. I'm not going to do that part for you. I'm going to make you do the research on that one, okay? So there you go. Color your little froggies. I'm trying to do cute spring animals, right? Okie dokie. So now, gang, I am going to read you a short story because this is what your writing journal is going to be about, okay? And so another thing we want to really be aware about in kindergarten, and I've talked to you about it before, is the different seasons, right? And so in this book today that you're going to be doing your writing on, it's called In the Small, Small Pond. And it actually goes through all the 4 seasons. And right now we're in the season of spring. And I've told you about spring. It's really cool. Lots of things are starting to grow. The sun's coming out. It still rains sometimes. It's not that warm, but it's getting warmer. And it's just a really fun season. And then we have summer, where I've told you that's my favorite one. So I love to be at the water. Anytime that I can be by the water, I just love it. So summer's the time when we have time off. It's really hot. We can have some free time and go on vacations maybe or something like that. And then we have fall, and that's when you guys come back to school, the seasons of September, October, November. The weather is getting a little bit cold. The leaves are falling down. And then winter. So in this book, we have all the different types of seasons of what can happen at a pond. So you're going to be listening to this story and getting some ideas about different things that you might be able to draw in your writing journal today that are in the small, small pond. This book is by Denise Fleming. Look at the look of excitement on that child's face. And you can tell they have their hands in the water, and he is looking at this. So in the small, small pond, wiggle, jiggle, tadpoles wriggle. Now, I don't know if you guys know this, but these are baby frogs. They're called tadpoles, and they don't really even look like frogs yet, do they? They look more like fish. But as they grow up, they start to get their legs, and this is probably the mommy or daddy, and these are the babies. They wiggle and jiggle. Geese waddle, wade on a geese parade. So this isn't a duck, this is a goose. And she has her babies behind her. Hover, shiver, wings quiver. So there's dragonflies at the pond. So far we've seen frogs, ducks, dragonflies. Drowse, doze, eyes are closed. These are turtles. They look like they're on the bottom of the pond. Lash, lunge, herons plunge. Herons are a very big bird, and they love ponds. They don't live in lakes or really that much. They like the ponds because they like the marshy area. Splitter, splatter, minnows scatter. So the frogs are jumping in this pond, and then underneath it are minnows, which are teeny tiny fish, even smaller than a frog. And frogs are not very big. Circle, swirl, whirligigs twirl. And this is a type of bug. So in the pond, there's teeny tiny bugs. They're like water bugs that live in the pond. And it's what a lot of the frogs and the fish will eat. Sweep, swoop, swallows, scoop. So here are the different types of birds that live by the ponds, and there's so many. This is just one. And they swoop down to eat the bugs that might be living on top of the pond or flying by the pond. Click, clack, claws crack. So here's a lobster, it looks like, or a crayfish. Dabble, dip, tails, flip. Look, this is the duck ducking down under the water to get food with their tails way up in the air. Ooh, now I didn't think about this person being at the pond, but that makes sense. Splish, splash, pause, flash. And it would make sense that a raccoon would go to a pond to get some water to drink, maybe. Looks like he's washing his hands. Pile, pack, muskrat, stack. So a muskrat is, it's not a beaver. It is actually in the rodent family. And it is larger. He does live by the ponds. He builds himself little mud houses to live in. Chill breeze with a winter freeze. And the geese are there. The frog's still there. It's a cold night. Sleep tight. Small, small pond. And this is actually showing the frog in hibernation. So during winter time, here's the frog. He's going to take a sleep tight. Remember, they hibernate. They sleep for a long time because it's so cold out. Excellent. So we just learned or just saw a bunch of different animals or things that can live in a small, small pond. So today, I want you to write down here what you see, okay? And I'm going to show you. Today, I've already colored my background because I've been noticing we need to color our background, okay, gang? I know that sometimes it's hard for you to color. Working on hand strength, I know. I'm going to just show you again how to color bigger spaces. Now, here's your rock. Now, this pond, you don't want to color just only in one spot, guys. Use larger strokes. Look, here's the edge all the way over to the other side. And then I push slightly up as I go. And that way you can color faster, right? So going from side to side with bigger strokes. If you only stay in one spot, that one spot's the only spot that's going to get colored. You actually have to move your crayon around as you go, okay? Just a little hint for you guys. So today I'm going to do this. This is what I liked at the pond. I'm going to just show you a really quick way to do it. Again, we saw birds. We saw dragonflies. I bet you there's butterflies. We saw bugs, ladybugs probably. We saw tadpoles. We saw fish, raccoons, muskrats. There was so much in there. And again, you can come up with whatever you want, okay? I'm doing a frog. I'm going to show you, I think, an easy way to make a frog. I'm going to start with his body. Here's his body. It's a circle. I'm going to put a circle on the top. Here's his little legs. I'm going to push him out this way. Boom. And boom. And here's his arms. Now, for his eyes, I'm doing circles on the top. Bop. I'm going to take the color and make some eyeballs in the middle. Oh, that's good. It's silly, Ms Rash. Okay, maybe he needs a mouse. I haven't drawn a frog in a long time. Okay, that looks a little bit better. But here's my frog. Now I'm going to spell the word frog. F, f. And that's what this sentence says. I see, I'm going to put the word a. I see a frog. F, 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 r, fur, we know that sound. G, g. There you go. Okie dokie. I did it. I'm on the line. My handwriting looks good. Da, 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 da. You did it. Okay, we're going to be doing a lot more of these, you guys, for journal writing. I think it's helping you write on that line and get you ready for kindergarten. So here's this. Okay, I'm going to stop this video because I'm going outside, and I will meet you outside with my planting materials. So talk to you guys in just a few minutes.